Hey guys, Resale Rabbit here, and it is a great day for some hot air ballooning and garage sailing. Let's do it. So I filmed this entire transaction, but then realized it was time-lapse, so it's worthless. But I paid $10, and I got two of these calculators. They're used, but they come in the package, like new condition. And I got this thing. It's a sport radar, so you can throw a baseball or a football or something, and it'll tell you how fast it went. I should get $40 for all this. I spent $10. Let's go on to the next one. This garage sale, I paid $30. I got a PS2 controller, a Nintendo DS, and about 18 different games. I should get about 75 bucks or so for them at least. To be a little bit more exact, I'm gonna get $65.57 for the games here. And I am going to try and get 60 bucks for the DS, considering it is in the box with all the paperwork and the box is mint. The two most valuable games here are X-Men and Yoshi's Island DS, which are about $9 and $12 respectively after fees. All of the other games are between $1 and $5 for the most part, a lot of 2 and change games. So, keep in mind, this adds up. If you subtract the $9 and the $12 game, you've got $44 worth of games here, and they're all just cheap onesie and twosie games. It does really add up. Now, in addition to that, there were a few more games here that just aren't worth anything. But you know what? I could probably get $1 or $2 each selling them to a used video game store in town or a pawn shop. So those are worth grabbing too. Don't just leave them behind if they throw them in. This garage sale really didn't look that great when just pulling up. In fact, the person in front of me pulled up and left without getting out of their car. A lot of people do that, and I don't like doing it because, you never know what you'll find. I was able to make a few bucks just by walking up, taking an extra 30 seconds to check it out. If there's nothing there, then I move on to the next one. But I'm taking my chances. Now, another thing that's really important to point out is they did not have these games on display. I asked him, do you have any video games available? And he's like, yeah, I think I do. Let me go inside and check. And that's how I got him. So it's always important to ask. Boy, was it a home run at this garage sale. I got two of these. I paid $1 each. I'll get $2 each after fees. Ooh, look at this. Let's make a little detour. Right now we're heading to a sale that was not advertised on Craigslist. I just saw the sign, and I know there's no garage sales in this area, so we're gonna check it out. It's a bright colored sign. It said moving sale, so it might be decent. Let's go see what we can find. There it is. Got a brand new Dish Network remote. I paid $1 for it. I should get about $7.50 after fees. It should be a quick sale too. It was like number 130 rank or something like that, so not bad. I am at a charity garage sale at a hospital now. I like charity sales because it's usually people who just price it to sell it just so they can make money for the charity. It's all donated items. So let's see what we can find. Walked away with these two games. The Disney one's worth about 10 after fees. Major League Baseball is about 10 after fees right now, but I know that's low. I could probably get 15 or 20 for it if I hold out a little bit, especially come Christmas. Probably gonna bump up a little bit before then. I paid $6 for the pair. They wanted 8. Funny part is she wouldn't negotiate at first because it's charity. Well, it's charity. If you have a buyer, you probably should take what you can get, but nonetheless, I'll make a little money on it, so I'm happy. Alright, picture this. It's 7 a.m., the first sale of the morning, and as I'm walking up, it doesn't look all that great, but I do see a couple of Guitar Hero necks poking out of a box. So I quick brush over and check out to see what type of guitar they are. It's 2 Wii guitars. No price tags on them, but as I dug in the box, there was more stuff. I saw a Wii U. I couldn't find the gamepad though. The Wii U by itself is not worth much. The value is in the gamepad if you were going to part them out. But it's still, I can get $50 to $100 for it by itself. I'm digging through some more, bunch of different chords, some Skylanders figures, so I decided to go and find out what they're asking for it. She tells me it's $15 for the whole box. However, there's this Mexican couple They've been looking at it for a while now, and I saw the gamepad was in his hand, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm going to lose this. I'm shaking at this point when I heard $15. I immediately told her, I said, I'll give you $20 for it if you sell it to me. She says, no, I can't do that. I got to give them first pick. So she goes up to them, and they ended up buying it. He just wanted the gamepad. My guess is that he thought it was a tablet of some sort, which it kind of is, but you need the Wii to make it work anyways, as far as I know. So it wouldn't have been any good for him. As soon as he bought it, I go up to him, I pull out $50, I say I will give you $50 for this right now, for everything. The look on the original seller's face, you could tell she was upset that she left that much money on the table. So I got it for $50, he decided to sell it to me, and I started digging through it. Now, while I was talking to her, she told me the Wii U doesn't work. She said her kid tried to fix it with toothpaste. I'm not sure how you would fix a Wii U with toothpaste, but she said it didn't read discs. Oh well, if the gamepad still works, it's like $150. So we are going to go look at everything that was in that box before we get to the rest of this day's haul. We're going to test the Wii U to make sure it works, and we'll dig through it all and value it. So let's go inside. So I tested the Wii U, and guess what? She told me the Wii U doesn't work. Looks like it's working to me. So for $50, I get the Wii U and all of the cords. This Skylanders portal is worth about $2, and that portal is worth about $3. I get 2 more portals that really aren't worth anything, so I'm probably just going to toss them in a mix-a-lot of electronics to someone. I got a dance pad. I also have the game in here somewhere. I'll get about $14 for the set. The game itself really isn't worth much, so I might as well send it in as it is. I can get a couple of bucks for the stand. And I've got this Wii dongle, that'll give me a few dollars. I believe that was like $22 and $8 or $10 for this USB adapter. I got a micro USB charger. I'm sure I can throw that in with something. It's nice to have those laying around. Now I got a bunch of Skylanders. These were the only ones that had value. Together they're worth about $25, $26. I was really bummed out because while I was looking them up, I found this one. It's worth about $35, but one of his wings is broken off. So it's worthless. Moving on over here, I've got a couple of third-party controllers. I will get about $10 for one and about $15 for the other as a set used. I've got a microphone for Rock Band. I can get about $5 after fees for that. And some controllers. Now the white one is missing the battery cover. It came with the battery cover, but it was broken. It wouldn't stay on. I can get about $20 for it complete. So I'm going to say $18 just to cover the cost of ordering a new battery cover. All 3 of these other ones do have battery covers. The Luigi one is about $25 after fees. And these 2 over here, the Wii Motion Plus remotes, I get about $20 each after fees. The Motion Plus adapters, I get about $15 each after fees. Then we've got a Chrome remote and nunchuck here. Third party, of course. Lowest price, if I match it, I will net about $8. But there are no FBA offers, so I'll probably get about $10 or $15 for it. I got the 2 guitars and a Wii Fit board here. I've got enough cords to complete a standard Nintendo Wii as well as 2 nunchucks. There was no Wii, but there were all the cords for it. And there's a charger for a Nintendo DS. And if you're wondering, this is how I store all of my extra cords. It makes it a lot easier than trying to pull out a tangled ball of cords. Now here's the fun part. $437 worth of games. That's right, you heard me right. We've got games like Mario Kart. There's the Mario Kart for Wii U. Super Mario, that's a $40 game right there. Smash Brothers. I've got, that's not worth much. FIFA's worth a couple bucks. That's $10. Believe it or not, this Skylanders game is about $18 after fees. Donkey Kong Country, that's worth a few bucks. Mario Party. This one's worth a few dollars. This is one of my more valuable games, about a $40 game. 2 copies of Super Mario Bros. Wii, Super Mario Galaxy 2, and some other random games. Wii Sports Resort is in there. Most of these games on the bottom here are not worth a whole lot, $3 to $5, but it adds up. I've also got a stack of games here that aren't worth repairing. I'll get $3 to $5 for them. For that, I'm not going to spend the money to have them repaired. I do have a machine myself. It's about 1,000 miles from here and a storage unit, so I'm going to keep the games because when I do eventually get to that machine, I'm going to repair them myself and I'll get them online. So the grand total on all this stuff, remember I paid $50 for it, $1,043.28. Now this does not count the games that I don't plan on selling. It doesn't count the worthless items, for example, the extra Skylanders or the 2 Skylanders portals. It does not count whatever I'll get for that case. You know what, I should probably look that up on Amazon. You never know, it might be worth a few bucks. It also does not count these down here, these cords and nunchucks to complete a Wii. They're not really worth selling online other than maybe the power brick, but I always like to keep them around just for extras. So that $1,048, it also doesn't count the software that I need to purchase for these 3 items here. That's probably going to be another $10 or so. So a $60 total investment when you factor the software I need to buy. I'm going to make over $1,000 here. I would call that a score of the day, and it was the first garage sale. Now let's look at the other stuff I got. I also had a sidewalk sale at a local store where I paid $132. I got 5 of these, which should make me about $25 net each. So that's $125. It almost pays for it all. In addition to that, I got 20 oil filters for $1 each, and I should get about 25 bucks each for them after fees. He threw in this for free, and that's about 10 bucks after fees. $40 for this Apple cord. And lastly, some brand new games. I spent $11.99 on Minecraft. I should get about 20. I'm going to hold out until Christmas to see if I can get a little bit more, just because the margins really aren't there. I spent $11.99 on Wolfenstein. I should get 22. I spent $14.99 on God of War. I should get 22. Wow, I shouldn't have bought that one. I spent $12.99 on Metroid. I should get 22. I spent $14.99 on Transformers. I should get 45 bucks for it. I spent $5.99 on Tiger Woods. I should get about 25. And I spent $5.99 on NASCAR. I should get about 14. If you ever see a game new in the package, even though you know it's not worth anything, like Tiger Woods 07, look it up anyways. You sometimes get surprised with new games. I also went to a local used video game store and found these. Price tag of $10 each. I negotiated down to 5. I got 4 copies of Wii Play Motion and 1 copy of Wii Fit Plus. I'm gonna get $20 each for Wii Play Motion, and Wii Fit Plus I'm gonna throw with the board that I got today. So I spent about $20 on these 4 games, and I'm gonna get 80 back. For $2, I picked up this cordless foam set. It does have the base, I just don't feel like holding it. I should get about 30 or 40 bucks for the set used, and they do work. At that same garage sale, I picked up this $35 router. Now, notice it doesn't have a cord. That's how they had it sitting out. And another reseller already hit this garage sale. I asked him if he had the cord, and he went in and found it. Easy peasy, right? The other reseller did not do that, and that's why he's missing out on 35 bucks. I paid $1 for this thing. Easy money. And it's really good rank, should sell quick. Now, how do I know another reseller hit the sale before me? Because as always, I asked him if he had any video games for sale, and he said he had a ton, but someone came first thing in the morning and bought all of them. At another sale, I picked up this original Xbox steering wheel and pedals. There are nobody listed on this listing, so I'm gonna see if I can get 60 bucks for it. It's really tough to say for sure. We'll find out kind of as it goes and play with the market. But the same exact wheel for other consoles are in that range, so it's worth trying. I paid $1 for it, they were asking $3. So after all said and done, I spent $257 today across the board on the thrift store, on the used game shop, and all the garage sales. I anticipate $2,279 after fees, leaving me with $2,022 pure profit in one day.